guys, welcome again to the studio. I just got back from my trip and as promised I'm going to give you a studio tour. I haven't organized anything in any special way for you and it isn't more tidy than usual, although I'm quite an organized person as you will see. I hope you think so. Because I wanted you to see the studio as it really is and how I really keep things. One thing you should know though is that except that display case over there, I haven't bought anything at all for this studio. I came to live to this apartment in September 2020 and before that I lived in many different cities and I had a lot of studios. Actually, I've counted 8 flats and 9 studios in 2 different countries. So basically I reuse the furniture that I already had. This means that the storage isn't ideal and that probably I could arrange things in a way that would be handier for me. But I quite like it this way because every piece of furniture reminds me of the place where I got it and I came to feel comfortable in this space and I quite like it, guys. So yeah, nothing matches in the studio at all. There are like 10 different kinds of wood or something like that, but it brings me memories and I quite like my studio, guys. I hope you like it too. So before I show it to you more in detail, I just wanted to say I hope this subject, you voted on Instagram, I hope this subject is interesting for you. If you get really bored, just play this in the background and please carry on doing whatever you were doing. It's absolutely fine by me. Okay, so let's get started. This big thing that appears behind me on my videos and pictures and that sometimes you ask me for is my Dobson 200 telescope. I love astronomy and I observe the night sky whenever I get the chance. It takes quite a lot of room, but I think it's important to fill the studio with things that make you feel good and motivated, as well as supplies and work-related stuff. So I have it here. On the bottom drawer, I keep all my silicone molds stuck in boxes and duly labeled so they are easy to find. On the next drawer, I have tools I use very frequently, such as the heat gun, my Dremel or pasta machine to condition clay, although I'd be lying if I say I use this one any often, I really don't. On this shelf I have gloves for sculpting and resin casting, as well as some basic tools such as my hammer, the hot glue gun or some sandpaper. Here we have polystyrene pieces I use for structure on my sculptures, as well as felted wool for my felted toys. Also some felt for the base of my figurines. Finally, on the top, some electronics in that box that I don't use daily, such as old cables and hard drives. And on the very top, my yoga mat, telescope optics, and cardboard for pictures or for labels. This is my display case. The thing with display cases is that when you try to get one, you normally find those to stock dishes, glasses, and cups, which means they have fewer shelves and you waste all the space if you want to place little sculptures like this. I was very happy when I found this one because it has lots of shelves and room for all my sculptures. It belonged to somebody who painted figurines and he conditioned it for that very purpose. So jackpot, I love buying secondhand. This is my shipping station that I also use as a standing table. Here's where I keep all the cards I sent with your orders. And on these wooden boxes I keep all my acrylic paints. Also, this is my printer that I only use for bills and shipping addresses, not for illustration. I go to the printers to print my illustrations. And this is the oven where I bake all my polymer clay sculptures. Also some candles and incense because a nice smell helps me relax and focus. And on the drawers, papers for illustrations, as well as spare watercolors, and on this one, envelopes and all my wrist bandages for my arthritis and tendinitis. These are all my sketchbooks. I am terrible at starting and ending one sketchbook, so all of those are my current ones. One for watercolor, another one for sketching commissions, personal projects, and so on. We'll do a sketchbook tour some other time if you like. Here's a lovely bin by Sketchbooks Studio. I hope I pronounced that correctly, Calder. I'll tag him here. Some mice I bought in a flea market in Nancy, and this was my last purchase in Nancy before I left. And an hourglass that was my first purchase in Bordeaux. So these are memories from those places. My table, where I work every day, my sculpting and painting tools and water bottle. Here's a messy drawer that contains nothing important. And here's this other drawer where I keep all the hard drives I use, my computer power and my Wacom. Next to the table, and so I can easily read its content, there's this nightstand with all the clay I own. There are lots of different kinds of clay in here. And on the bottom, there's all the products I need daily, such as varnish, glue, pigments, and others. Here I keep other illustration supplies, such as gouache and other inks. And also, this is where I stock the illustrations and stickers I sell on the shop. Some speakers, craft paper I use to wrap your orders. On the bottom left, all products related to mold making and resin casting. Top right is filled with shipping supplies, felting and sewing tools, amongst others. And bottom right, I have sprays such as primer paint and varnish and more molds, the ones I'm currently using the most actually. Finally, on this shelf, inside the box I brought from my grandparents, I have my oil, paints and some boxes I won't be needing anytime soon. Also, here are some papers, all my camera equipment, folders with bills, more paper for illustrations, as well as my tablet, my pencil cases, travel sketchbook, and travel watercolor box. I need this to be close to my bag so I don't forget to take it before I go. And finally, more books, markers, and brushes for illustration. I don't use these ones for sculptures. And also I have a big closet outside the studio where I keep all the bulky stuff such as shipping boxes, bubble wrap and mailers. So you reached the end of the video. Congratulations for getting here. I hope this was interesting for you guys. If you like the video, please like and subscribe for not to miss the videos to come. And I hope to see you very, very soon, guys. Thanks for watching and thanks for being here. Bye!